FSU. Abram makes the catch sideline. 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Florida State. Kermit to the 30. Kermit to the 20. Kermit's going to go all the way. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Jameis Winston rolls right. He throws. It's caught. Benjamin, it's caught. It's caught. Touchdown, FSU. Noles lead Auburn 33-31. How about those Seminoles? Good afternoon, Seminoles, and welcome to Bobby Bowden Field at Doak Campbell Stadium. Is there anywhere else you would rather be? Anywhere else you would rather be than right here? I knew the answer. Later on today, sand volleyball at 2, basketball at 3, but right now we're here to celebrate a national championship. There are some very important folks up here on the podium. We'll introduce them momentarily. There are 4 very special, well, I see 3. There will be 4 very special trophies, hardware here in front of us. And doesn't that crystal ball look good right here? Whether the sun's shining or not, that looks really good. Many of the young men that you'll see today are returning to play football. They've already begun their off-season conditioning. They'll wear brand spanking new, glorious garnet jerseys. The 2014 schedule, yeah, there'll be a commercial here, folks, at least one. The 2014 schedule will present many challenges for this new team. Florida, Clemson, Notre Dame all come to our stadium. Season ticket orders must be submitted. Priority deadline is March 28th. And oh, by the way, Clemson, Notre Dame, Florida tickets will only be part of the season ticket package. You like the sound? Clemson, Notre Dame, Florida, here in our house? I know you do. And by the way, the ticket office will be open immediately after our celebration right outside Gate C. Now, let me introduce our podium and begin with the Chief Operating Officer of the former BCS, now the Football Championship Playoff, Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly is here. He'll have a special presentation. The chairman of the Leon County Commission is Miss Kristen Dozier. Mayor of Tallahassee, John Marks. State Senator Bill Montford. Chairman of the FSU Board of Trustees, Mr. Alan Bentz. And Alan's wife, Tony, is right here. Raise your hand, Tony. There she is. Good to see you too, Tony. Florida State President Eric Barron. And the First Lady of Florida State, Molly Barron, is right down here. Molly, thank you. Chairman of the Seminole Boosters, Gene Reddy. Gene. Championship Gene. Our Director of Athletics, Stan Wilcox. Stan, right here. And Stan's wife, Ramona. Good to see the 2 of you here. And hey, Kyle Doney, a Florida State grad representing the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Kyle Doney. The Marching Chiefs are here. The cheerleaders are here. The Golden Girls are here. The trophies are here. We're ready to celebrate and celebrate for the rest of this year. I think it's time to kick off the celebration by giving the young men a chance to be introduced from the tunnel one more time. Remember, it was last November, Florida State's players introduced on Senior Day. Well, today we recognize our national championship team. From the tunnel to the north end zone, let's welcome each one of them back. Here are your champions.
Starting out with your support staff. Director of Player Personnel, Bob Lasavita. Director of Football Operations, Mark Robinson. Director of Player Development, Mario Edwards. Head Strength and Conditioning Coach, Vic Valoria. Now let's welcome our position coaches, Rick Trickett, Tim Brewster, Lawrence Dawsey, Jay Graham, Odell Hagan, Charles Kelly, Randy Saunders, and Sal Sinceri. Now let's celebrate the members of the 2013 team by position, starting with the defensive front. 21, Chris Casher. 43, Desmond Holland. 44, DeMarcus Walker. 93, Brad Binns. 95, Keith Bryant. 91, Pierre Jolicoeur. 55, Jacoby McDaniel. 11, Derek Mitchell. 92, Justin Shanks. Number 15, Mario Edwards Jr. Number 90, Eddie Goldman. And number 99, Niall Lawrence Stample. Your linebackers, 58, Ryan Alisea. 46, Paul Alois. 35, Reginald Dixon. 54, Dorian Early. 52, Ukimbe Elegwe. 73, Joseph Hernandez. 18, Roderick Hoskins. 10, E.J. Levenberry. Number 5, Reggie Northrup. 45, Nathan Slater. 48, Junior St. Louis. 12, Matthew Thomas. 59, Andrew Wright. 39, Mitchell Zach. 28, Nigel Terrell. 24, Terrence Smith. 7, Christian Jones. Your defensive backs, 38, Jonathan Akanabi. 29, Nate Andrews. 30, Colin Blake. 42, Lamarcus Brutus. 47, Cordy Burnett. 23, Gerald Demps. Number 1, Tyler Hunter. 36, Tyler Lyons. 37, Keelan Smith. 41, Donovan Todd. 14, Nick Wasom. And your starters, number 3, Ronald Darby. 13, Jalen Ramsey. 26, P.J. Williams. Your specialist, number 40, Danny Adams. 15, Matthew Finn. 33, Jonathan Hernandez. 72, Barrett Kernan. 6, Larry Lawson. 64, Brian Patterson. 16, Clay Pickler. 38, Kason Beatty. 57, Philip Dumar. And number 19, Roberto Aguayo. Your offensive line and tight ends, 58, Ryan Arnold. 62, Austin Barons. 78, Wilson Bell. 76, Marcel Benazar. 65, Reuben Carter. 40, Parker Connolly. 61, Miles Davis. 60, Jacob Fahrenkirk. 33, Kevin Hapley. 59, Ryan Hofield. 85, Jeremy Kerr. 67, Cody J. 77, Larry Levi. 53, Sterling Lovelady. 48, Dorsey Moore. 37, Brandon Musgrave. Number 4, Giorgio Newberry. 47, Alex Whitney. 79, Michael Shehorn. 69, Garrett Scott. 74, Jonathan Wallace. 66, Keith Weeks. 46, Jayon Young. And your starters, 35, Nick O'Leary. 75, Cameron Irving. 51, Bobby Hart. 54, Trey Jackson. 70, Josue Matias. 52, Brian Stork. Running backs, number 42, Shane Broxy. Number 45, Will Burnham. Number 43, Ibo Etsoe. 15, Ryan Green. 7, Mario Pinder. 30, KJ Pittman. 44, Cameron Ponder. 49, Jake Romano. 33, Freddie Stevenson. 32, James Wilder Jr. 41, Chad Abram, and number 8, Devontae Freeman. Your receivers, Tayshawn Cruz. Number 13, Rashad Golston. Number 89, Christian Green. 18, Christian Griffith. 12, Jared Haggins. 87, Jared Jackson. 84, Isaiah Jones. 88, Jaron Kovaleski. 39, Brian Lasavita. 24, Matthew McNulty. 83, Dan O'Neill. 36, Jermaine Washington. 7, Kermit Whitfield. 3, Bobo Wilson. And your starters, number 1, Kelvin Benjamin. Number 8, Rashad Green. And number 81, Kenny Shaw. And your quarterbacks, number 23, Jared Armstrong. Number 14, Jacob Coker. Number 19, Troy Cook. Number 12, Hunter DeWitt. Number 11, John Franklin. Number 10, Sean McGuire. And number 5, Jameis Winston. And from the defensive line, number 8, Timmy Jernigan. And now Doak Campbell Stadium, the head coach of the Florida State Seminoles, Jimbo Fisher.
Seminoles, here are your champions. Head coach Jimbo Fisher. Wives Candy, sons Trey and Ethan. You know, I don't think there's a better place to start our program than with the man I'm going to introduce next. There are an awful lot of Seminoles, and there were an awful lot of Seminoles in Pasadena, California. How many of y'all were in Pasadena? You saw us beat Auburn, win a championship, and bring back the trophy to Tallahassee, Florida, back on January the 6th. I'm not sure that any of us enjoyed that win more than President Eric Barron and his wife Molly, who were there. Eric Barron, president of our university. He's established us as a preeminent institution, has run the most efficient school in the country, and has us on a path to the top 25 public institution range. And now I know, President Barron, we had some hugs and handshakes by the buses after the win. You were so excited, you were beside yourself. I know you're still excited, and you have some important words of wisdom for our celebration crowd today. President Barron.
Thank you, Gene. I think every one of us has certain memories that we savor about this season. Maybe a lot of them are the same moments, but I want to tell you what is the strongest memory for me. I was sitting in the stadium in Pasadena with my wife, and I knew that someone would come if we were in the lead to escort us down onto the field, and we came up to 3 minutes. And finally, the person shows up to take Molly and I down the field. That's cutting it very close, but I think, quite truthfully, they didn't know who was going to win. We got down to the field, and of course, Auburn scored. And we have the ball for our first snap with 1 minute, 11 seconds to go. And Molly and I are standing right on the sideline. And of course, we're moving the ball down the field. And all of a sudden, I realized I could look right at the players' faces. And what I saw was this incredible determination, this focus. I would have bet that they didn't realize there was anybody around them. There was only that goal line, and that's all you could see in that level of determination. And I turned and I looked at the Auburn players, and it wasn't there. There was no sense of determination. It was, we got this. We're good, we got this. And I turned to my wife and I said, Molly, we're winning this game. Because I could see it in the faces of all our players. Now, it also was kind of nice because there was Lee Corso pacing right in front of us, going like this in all those last seconds. And all of a sudden I realized, you know, if you have talent and you practice and you turn that talent into skill and execution, and you have determination and focus and teamwork, then you're unbeatable. And we were. (14-0), awfully sweet. My congratulations to the team. and to our coach. It is one more sign, and a big one, that at Florida State University, our students can do anything. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Barron. Now, the old saying goes that a picture is worth 1,000 words. It's still true, I think. Seminole Productions asked fans to send in their own videos and their photos of their reaction to the BCS National Championship game. And Seminole Productions have put together this very special piece. You may see yourself in this video. Take a look at the video boards and celebrate.
Like a swinging vine, swing my heart across the line in my
Freeman, touchdown.
and he shall find a hole.
Far side, intercepted. Lays it off to Abram. Running for the end zone, touchdown, Florida State. Whitfield's coming out. Great return man. 30, 40, daylight. Green ahead. Got it. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. A 100-yard return. And Auburn is stung by its own medicine.
Holy crap! That's what I'm talking about!
Rolling right, throws the pass on the end. It's caught! It's caught! It's caught! Touchdown FSU! Calvin Benjamin! Knowles retake the lead with 13 seconds remaining. Three-man rush. Marshall looks right. Little hook and lateral they're going to do. There's the lateral to the right side. Now they go back a little flea-flicker. Pass back to the left side. They got the numbers on the near. That Trey Mason. Mason running to the 30. Mason to the 35. He's tackled. Game over. Those are the champions of college football.
Everything that kills me makes me feel alive.
Yeah.
How about them Seminoles of Florida State? You see yourself on the video, huh? Did we all celebrate on that Monday, that glorious Monday night? I know we did. Did you know our national championship resonated up and down the entire eastern seaboard? As you may know, the Atlantic Coast Conference goes from Syracuse to, can I say it, Miami, all the way down the coast. And ACC Commissioner John Swofford cannot be here today for this celebration, but he did send via video a very important message. Let's watch Commissioner John Swofford from the ACC.
Good afternoon. I want to offer congratulations to the Florida State Seminoles on winning the BCS National Championship. On behalf of the ACC, we couldn't be more proud of your many accomplishments this season. And what a season it has been. From capturing the Atlantic Division, winning the ACC Football Championship, to finishing the season as undefeated national champions. This is truly a special time for everyone associated with Florida State University. And I want to personally congratulate President Barron, Athletics Director Stan Wilcox, and of course, head football coach Jimbo Fisher. Florida State is a program rich in tradition and excellence, and it's great to see this group of players and coaches lead the Seminoles back to the top. Seeing the war chant dominate the Rose Bowl in Pasadena was a sight to behold. Again, congratulations to a great team, a great fan base, and the entire Seminole Nation.
Commissioner John Swofford, thank you very much. What a tremendous 2013 season we had, and we continue to enjoy and we celebrate today. And I'm not sure we'll get much of a reaction from our crowd here over this freshman that we were about to introduce, but he had a season that some are comparing to the best ever for his position, no matter what year he is in school. I wonder if I can get quarterback Jameis Winston, Jameis, to share some thoughts with us. Yeah, if we're going to do it big, we're going to do it real big, right? Huh? Jameis Winston. Jameis. Couple of questions, and we're not going to keep you on the stage that long. I think everybody here would love to see you here about 24 hours, but we're not going to do that. Some big highlights this year. Big win at Florida, big win against Duke in the ACC Championship. Obviously, the celebration, the win over Auburn in the BCS National Championship game. How are you able to stay focused and keep this team focused and produce the tremendous number of points that we were able to do? How did you keep focused during this entire season?
Man, throughout the whole season, man, I just got to say I love these boys over here because we blessed, man. We blessed. And I knew it was going to happen from the beginning of the season, so we prepared ourselves for the success that we had. So, I mean, we were ready for it.
Ready for success. 94 touchdowns. Now, not all offensive touchdowns. 94 touchdowns. A college record. Points scored. Offense, defense, special teams. Completing a perfect season and winning a national championship. You knew that was coming, Jameis? You knew from the get-go that was on the way?
I knew that was coming. I promise you I knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. I knew they knew it was coming. I knew y'all thought it was coming, but now y'all know it came.
I feel like I'm in the locker room before a football game. How about you, huh? There's only one Jameis Winston. Jameis, how important, you know, and your teammates, a huge group of talented guys that mold together in the ultimate team sport, but how important was this family that Jimbo Fisher has assembled and put together? How important was that relationship between coach, coaching staff, and players?
It was very important because we got so many different personalities and different characteristics as a team. And for us to just come together and gel, and for Coach Fisher to get all of us to buy in from spring training, and for us to just have a successful season with the new coaching staff and everything to come with it. And all we can say is, I mean, thank you, fans, because y'all made this a bigger family for us, and we did this for y'all, and we're going to keep doing it for y'all.
All right, Jameis, one more question. It's not really a question, but let's go back. Almost a month ago, January 6th, Monday night. It's getting late in the East, and it's a little early in the Western time zone, the Pacific. But with 1:11 on the clock, President Barron just made the comment that he was on the field. He saw in the eyes of the Florida State football team, we were not going to lose. Relive that closing drive. The catch by Rashad Green was huge, and then the touchdown catch.
Well, before we went out here, I told everybody, I said, hey, this is what we came here for. And then they was like, man, let's go and do it. And in my mind, I was like, man, I'm not finna lose on my birthday. I don't care what's going on. I was like, I am not finna lose on my birthday. And then, I mean, we prepared for this. I mean, I know Coach Fisher had trusted me when we went out there. And I seen that look in his eyes, like, man, go and get this done right now. And then Coach Sanders told me to calm down, and then it was a wrap after that. I mean, we went out there and got the job done.
And the catch that will always be the catch to number 1, Kelvin Benjamin. Jameis Winston to Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown official, Jameis Winston! I'll bet you Stan Wilcox did not realize he was going to follow famous Jameis to the podium. He is. Coaches will tell you that leadership is the key to success in any program. We've heard from our leader of the Seminoles, Dr. Barron, and now we get a chance to hear from the leader of the athletics department. He is highly regarded by his peers as one of the top administrators of the country, and we are very happy to have Stan Wilcox as our director of athletics at FSU. Here's our director, Stan Wilcox.
Thank you, Gene. And how about this? We have probably one of the best, if not the best announcer in college athletics in Gene Dickerhoff. Give it up to him. You know, from the time I first had my press conference when I took the position to the time I was on the sidelines out in Pasadena, watching the fans celebrate on the Seminole side and watching the Auburn fans fill out, they all would ask me, how do you feel? I'd say, you know, it's all surreal. It's surreal then and it's still surreal now. But this trophy, these trophies, these guys, they are for real. You know, in the last minute of that game, my heart was in my mouth, just as I know it's all of you, your hearts were in your mouth, just waiting to see what was going to happen. Were we going to be able to pull it off? Well, day in and day out, as I watched this team practice and every weekend destroy their opponents, I knew that they knew in that last minute that they were going to drive down that field and win the game, not only for themselves, but for everybody here and all the Seminole tribe across the country and in the world. I just want to offer a personal thank you and congratulations to Coach Fisher and his staff for all the hard work that they put in this past year to get this team to where they are today. And as I came here for our luncheon, our kickoff luncheon, I say it again, a special thanks goes out to Candy Fisher, Trey and Ethan, to all our assistant coaches' wives, their families, to all the staff's families and spouses, because if it wasn't for them, they wouldn't be able to put in the hard work that they did in order for us to have a national championship this year. A special thanks also goes out to the greatest marching band in the country, to the greatest cheerleaders, to our Seminole Booster organization, and to you, our fans, because without you, we wouldn't have been able to do it. And finally, a real congratulations, my heartfelt congratulations goes out to this team, because what you guys accomplished will be with you forever. You guys have created bonds between yourself, between this university, between these fans that you will cherish for the rest of your lives. I thank you for making my wife Ramona and my first 6 months here the most memorable 6 months ever in our lives. Congratulations to you, and know that you are Seminoles and still unconquered forever.
Thank you, Director Wilcox. Now, through the talents of Seminole Productions, once again, let's remember 10 memorable moments from the 2013 season. Watch the video boards and remember and celebrate.
Winston stays on his feet, launches one in a single coverage, and it is caught on the final play of the half by Kenny Shaw.
Snap out of the gun. Play action fake sold by West. Throws a pass on the other. It's caught! Touchdown, tight end. Nick O'Leary. Touchdown, Florida State. Beat the linebacker. Had him on his hip. Curl around under the goalpost. Boyd has the ball. He's hitting the backfield. He bubbled it up. It's loose. Scooping and score. It's Mario Edwards. Edwards to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Yeah! Touchdown FSU. Thomas Boyd fumbles, and the biggest guy in the number 15 I've ever seen goes 40 yards for the touchdown. Williams in the I formation, moving left. Pitch to Carlos. Goes to the left. Made a guy miss. He's inside the 10 of the box. Return. Touchdown FSU. Carlos Williams, K9. Wants to throw the ball. Here comes the late blitz. Gets a battle. Got a convoy to the left side. Devontae Freeman. 45 to the 40. Near sideline. Outside the limit. To the 30. To the 30. 25 to the 20. To the 10 to the 5. Touchdown FSU. Screen pass play. Devontae Freeman takes it to the house. Dropping back as Price stops the ball. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 50 to the 40 to the 30. It's Nate Andrews to the 20. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown Florida State. Nate Andrews with a defensive gem. And the Seminoles lead 27-0. Toward the north end zone. Here's the snap out of the gun. Empty backfield pass. Batted. It's intercepted. Levenberry to the 40. Levenberry to the 50. Levenberry to the 30. One man to beat. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? He does. Touchdown FSU. E.J. Levenberry.
Winston, Benjamin again. Inside the 30. Breaks the tackle. Benjamin inside the 15. Benjamin is in. Touchdown FSU.
Play action fake by Winston, rolling Winston. He's going to keep the ball. Winston gets a block to the 5. 3, 2, 1. Touchdown Florida State. That's a Heisman Trophy touchdown run. The Noles are number 1, undefeated, untied, and heading to Southern California. Pass out to the left side. They got the numbers on it. There's that Trey Mason. Mason running to the 30. Mason to the 35. He's tackled. Game over. Noles are the champions of college football. Celebrate Seminoles. FSU 34. Auburn 31. Noles third championship. And the SEC reign of victories of the BCS comes to an abrupt halt. Hey, who says Seminoles don't know how to celebrate? Celebrate. Dance to the war chant. What do you think? Do you like those highlights? We got more coming. We got more coming. We're going to take you back to Pasadena, California, back to the Rose Bowl, back to the final BCS game ever. Florida State playing Auburn. Let's watch the BCS National Championship highlights of the entire game right now.
It's our night.
Award winner puts the Noles up 3-0.
Seminoles get the first down on the fake punt. Left inside handoff to Devontae. Finds daylight. 3-2-1. Touchdown FSU. Great offensive line blocking up front. Devontae Freeman hit that hole quick and took him to the promised land. Side on the field. There's a pick. It's picked off. Intercepted at the 40-yard line. E.J. Williams with the pick. Winston looking over the back on the near side. Caught by Chad Davis at the 5. 3-2-1.
throws the pass on the end. It's caught! It's caught! It's caught! Touchdown FSU! Calvin Benjamin! Knowles retake the lead with 13 seconds remaining. Jameis Winston with a precision pass to his favorite target in December and now in January. Pass back to the left side. They got the numbers on it. There's that Trey Mason. Mason running to the 30. Mason to the 35. He's tackled. Game over. Those are the champions of college football. Telvin Smith with the tackle that brings down Mason. Celebrate Seminoles. FSU 34. Auburn 31. Knowles' third championship. And the SEC reign of victories of the BCS comes to an abrupt halt.
It's our night.
Celebrate, Seminoles. Celebrate. Wow, what a game. You got to pinch yourself almost, don't you? You have to pinch yourself. Those are the champions of college football. Did you see that catch that led to the touchdown? About 49 yards of offense. A junior that has made a name for himself, not only on the field, but in the classroom, a leader, although he speaks very softly. And we'd like to ask this special junior, Rashad Green, to grab a microphone and come forward. Rashad, we got a few questions to ask you, son. Number 80 in your program. There he is, Rashad Green. Couldn't have picked out a better song, Rashad, I'm telling you. Boy, that's dramatic music. You made some dramatic plays, and I go back to your rookie year, and I'm going to make this real quick and ask a few questions, but your rookie year, Champ Sports Bowl down in Orlando, you made the catch that led us to victory over Notre Dame. Don't forget that catch, Seminoles. Don't forget that one. And all the others in between now and then. But talk about that 49-yard catch and run through two defenders to get us in touchdown territory. Call the play, tell us how you ran the route, and what went on.
You know, it was basically just a slant route, three-step slant, and Jameis made a great read to, you know, come to my side. He gave me the ball, and I was able to split him and try to get as much as possible and get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds, stop the clock with a first down, and that catch, 49 yards? My goodness, 49 yards with Auburn chasing after you. That was maybe the catch of the game next to the one that Kelvin caught. What do you think? Now, next year, Kelvin, you're going to be the graybeard of the receiving corps. You know that? You're going to be a senior next year, and you got a lot of young wide receivers coming along. How are you going to bring these guys into the fold and show them how Seminole football's played?
The same way we came in, you know, this past season. You know, it start off right now, actually. You know, and in the summer, just getting things together with Jameis. You know, the timing and stuff. Just putting in the work that we need to put. So now that we know what it takes to get there, we know what to do.
All right, I was going to. How about that? We know what to do. Coach Fisher has said you don't know how to be a champion until you win a championship, and we've won 3 now. 2 ACCs, 1 national championship. Rashad Green, a big round. I was going to ask you about your appendicitis, but I'll let that for another day. I want to ask you, 14-0, an unbeaten season, a national championship, an ACC championship, and you decide to come back for your senior year. Tell us what motivates you to return to this stadium next year.
You know, for me, it's just, you know, it's a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you know, to experience something like this, you know, the great fans that you guys are, and just be a part of a team like that sitting over there. Just, I love those guys, and it'll be nothing, you know, as special as that, you know, going through my career playing football, you know, and I'm just here to return and, you know, do it again with Jameis and the rest of my teammates.
Thank you very much. Rashad Green, number 80 in your program, number 1 in your heart. Welcome back to Florida State University. Seminoles, you simply can't find a more successful coach in college football in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Unbeaten Florida State football team in 2013, 14-0. And the sign of the Moore Athletic Center reads, undaunted, unconquered, unbelievable. And Jimbo Fisher, your football team was just that. Now let's hear from your head coach, national champion head coach, Jimbo Fisher. Stand up, Seminoles. Salute the leader of this team.
Thank you very much. This is an unbelievable turnout. I mean, the true support in which y'all give us is unbelievable. Like I say, this is one of the most electrifying crowds and places to play in all this college football. I think it's one of the most different places to play. You have so many traditions here that are different than everywhere in the country. It makes it very unique to play here. And I can't thank our fans enough. It's been tremendous, the support you've given us, everything you have done for us. And today is just another sign of how much you love these young men. And to me, that's what it's all about here, to celebrate what these guys have done and what they've actually accomplished. Before we go any farther, I want to say a special thank you to our administration, to our president, Dr. Barron, to Stan Wilcox. Understand something. We can't be who we are without their support and their vision to allow us to have the things and the tools to allow these guys to develop in the program so you can be proud of it. The support has been unbelievable. To the fans, I say you're second to none. When that chant got going out there in Pasadena, when it gets going in this stadium, there's nothing like it in all of college football. I can't thank you enough. You're very unique. I'd like to say a special thank you to the Seminole tribe for the support in which they give us all the time. I mean, to be able to still to be called Seminoles and for them to stand up for us and allow us to keep that name, that's unbelievable. It wouldn't be right to be called something else, and we know we appreciate that honor, and we'll never disrespect that, I promise you. To our boosters, to our individual boosters, the people who allow us to send in the dollars and the support in which you bring when you come to the games, because understand something, to be able to develop, I talk about it all the time, you have recruiting, player development, and coaching, the 3 seasons, but the player development that goes on from January to August, without your support, without your money, without the facilities and all the help from these guys, not just off the field, in the classroom, and then what you allow us to have to be able to develop physically, I can't thank you enough. Your support is the key to our success and how we have to go in the future. There's no doubt about that. But I would like to say a special thank you. I'm going to get to our team in a minute. But this senior class, I want to say an unbelievable special thank you. When you had the faith in us and our coaching staff 4 years ago to buy into what we were trying to tell you, when we didn't have much to sell, we were 7-6, and we were telling you and asking you to come here to help be a part of something, to build something, and to have the trust and the belief in us. As you guys say, you're fortunate to be on this team. I'm fortunate to be your coach. The support in which you give us, the belief and the leadership and the legacy in which you have left at Florida State. The legacy, we talk about that all the time. Your legacy, how you remembered, you control that by the decisions you make, the actions you have, how hard you work, and how you believe in something. It's unbelievable. This senior class was something special, folks. I mean, think about where it came from 4 years ago to now. And not everybody's here because there's some guys out training, some special guys that I would like with LaMarcus Joyner and Telvin and Brian Stork. I know are 3 guys that weren't able to come because they're training and just couldn't get back. But the other guys, Christian Jones and all the other guys, and the young guys, the juniors that came out this year, support Timmy Jernigan, KB, all the other guys that just came out, Kenny Shaw. I mean, the guys that you guys just have done and the leadership in which you brought here, it's unbelievable. Jacoby McDaniel, coming back from all the injuries in which you have. I see you standing, the memories in which I see you, the true Seminoles in which you are. I mean, this senior class, folks, will be remembered to me as one of the great senior classes in all of Florida State history. And then to be able to coach these players. I've never been around a more selfless group of players. We have a saying around here, play don't care who makes it. And they didn't care who made it, just so somebody made it. If it was somebody at their position they were competing with, they were as happy on the sidelines. They knew they were going to get their opportunities. It took a oneness. It was an unbelievable oneness from an organization that said, I put our team above my individual accomplishments. And then at the same time, we've got more All-Americans. We've got more award winners. We're going to have more guys drafted. The future for these guys and the legacy in which they've set for these young guys, the standard in which things will be done. This new team has to develop its own identity, its own attitude, its own personality. But it will be able to reach back to this group here to see the standard, the eliteness in which it's set for the future of Florida State football. And hopefully we're not going back, because we didn't just develop a team, folks. We developed a program. We plan on being here for a long time. And specifically to this team, every time there was a doubt about this team, they said, are we going to do other things? When it started to dominate, would it get complacent? Would it get tired of being good? Would it get tired of working hard? Would it start reading the press clippings and all the things that go on? It didn't. To me, this team dominated like no other team, maybe in college football history. I mean, I don't know who the best teams are. We don't say that. And I mean, not even in Florida State history. We are definitely one of the great teams in Florida State history. But to me, I think we've become one of the great teams overall, because I think it dominated like no other team. It took no prisoners. It felt sorry for no one. It played. It played from start to finish. And that's the way we have to believe. And that's the way these guys will continue on to the next level. But then it questioned what we would do in a tight game. How would we react? We couldn't do it because Auburn, if it got to a tight game, Auburn would dominate, because that's what they had done. Well, no one had presented that problem for us before. That's why it hadn't been done. To me, great teams aren't great all the time. This team was great, but what great teams are, they're great when they have to be. When this team's back was against the wall and it was challenged and it could have quit and said, you know, we were dominant, we could settle for, this team wasn't willing to settle for second. It was great in that fourth quarter, because no matter what they had to throw, we were going to answer. And to me, that just talks about the character and heart and the true leadership of this senior class and this whole football team and the unselfishness about it. And to me, like I say, I don't know. We're one of the great teams in Florida State history, but in my mind, one of the great teams in college football history. I think this team is very special. And folks, we're not done yet, I promise you. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you in the fall.
All right, Coach, we're not going to let you sit down yet. We've got some more business to take care of. And first, I'd like to invite our team, our championship team, to come up to the stage, okay? Single file, double file, just make your way up to the stage, because we're going to present a special trophy to you, the champions of college football, okay? Players start coming up on stage. Now, Jimbo, as our players come up onto the stage, we're going to take a look at some still photographs, get your comments on them, and we'd like to put that first picture up on the screen, if you would. Photo number 1, and you could argue that this is the play that put the Clemson game away, which is the game that propelled FSU into the title race. What an effort by LaMarcus Joyner. And look at those focused eyes of Mario Edwards and Christian Jones, Coach. How about this still photo?
It was. Our defense, like I say, our defense was relentless all year, the top scoring defense in the country. Marcus, as the Energizer Bunny as he is, coming off the edge with that great blitz and just causing havoc. He called a fumble. He caused a fumble on the first series, the first play. He caused a fumble here. Mario was able to pick it up and score. And to me, it set the tone that we were not only going to be dominant on offense today, we were going to be dominant on defense, and totally took control of the game. And to me, that was one of the key plays that took the heart out of Clemson.
All right, taking the heart out of Clemson and Death Valley. Boy, that crowd got very, very quiet. Here's photo number 2, and it comes from the win over Miami. And, Coach, this is Mario Edwards crushing a hurricane.
There is no doubt.
And we're going to show us a dozen pictures from this game, Coach.
It doesn't ever get tired looking at those pictures against those Canes, I promise you that. I promise you that. They caused Florida State some havoc for years, so we're going to repay that a little bit, I promise. All right? But this right here, Mario, we had to know we had to stop Duke Johnson. They had a dominant running attack. They ran the football very well in the first half. That second half, we come out and totally dominated the line of scrimmage. He and Timmy Jernigan and the boys just took control of that line of scrimmage, and Mario's one of the most physical ends in all of college football.
Photo number 3, Coach. I think that side captain Telvin Smith should get an extra credit for the concentration he put into exacting this Gator grass for its return to the Sod Cemetery in Tallahassee, Coach. What a win over a rival in Gainesville.
I'm going to tell you this now. To win the most dominant performance ever by a Florida State team in Gainesville, and it's funny, that Gator grass always grows better out there in that sod cemetery than any other grass we got. It's always funny how it grows so good. We just naturally water it. It just kind of grows. But there's nothing like getting Gator grass now. To me, having the dominance over your rivals the past few years has been one of the keys of this team and taking control of this state.
Photo number 4, Jimbo. This is Kermit Whitfield about to take off on his kickoff return for a touchdown. Look at his concentration. Can you feel the energy? But look at Carlos. He's saying, don't go, don't go.
Hey, right there, telling Kermit no, that's a hard thing now, I promise you that. To me, he's one of the most dynamic players in all of college football. I think he's going to have a great career here. But not only one of the great plays in Florida State history, that's one of the great plays in college football history. At the time and when it was done, like I talked about, great teams aren't great all the time, only when they have to be. We had to be great right there. The guys blocked the play unbelievable. He went untouched to 100 yards. And to me, like I said, it goes down one of the greatest plays in Florida State history and college football history.
All right, and players continue to get up here on the stage. We got a lot of players, a small stage, but sort of wiggle in here if you would. Photo number 5, Jimbo. So much going on in this great photo. Rashad Green has just broken a slant route. The entire FSU side of the stadium is going crazy.
You know, we looked at each other on the sideline. We had a minute and 11. We do it every day, a minute and 30 on Thursday with 2 timeouts. We had a minute and 11. And we worked this drill all the time. The guys looked, there was no fear. They said, guys, just like Thursday. You heard them talking on the sideline. There was never any doubt. There wasn't a question. Everybody said, yes, let's go. Jameis makes a great read and a great throw. And to me, one of the great finishers in all of college football is Rashad Green. Once he gets the ball in his hand, he's as dynamic as anybody. And big players make big plays in big games. Rashad Green's a big-time player.
I thought I saw Lee Corso cheering the Noles on there,
Lee
too.
Was now. He was doing the war chant on the sideline. It was tough.
And photo number 6 as we get ready to present the championship trophy.
The catch.
The catch.
It was a play in which we worked all the time, and we know when you get KB one-on-one, it's very hard. We blocked well up front. Jameis made a great read. We got the ball to where it had to go, and when number 1 goes up and makes his mind up to catch a football, there's nothing anybody in America can do, and we're national champions.
13 seconds left. Noles win the championship. Move over, Dwight Clark. The catch resides in Tallahassee, Florida. All right. Thank you, Coach, for your insight into those great photos of our 2013 season. Michael Kelly is the Chief Operating Officer of the College Football Playoff, formerly an Associate Commissioner with the Atlantic Coast Conference. That's where I first met Michael. I know he is doubly proud to do his duty today. Michael Kelly.
Thank you, Gene. And Coach Fisher, your team was a joy to watch all season long. You dominated throughout the regular season on your way to an ACC championship. In the final BCS national championship game, you rallied and battled and once again emerged unconquered. It was a season that millions around the country will never forget and will be long remembered by absolutely every single person in this stadium. So on behalf of the BCS, I'd like to recreate a scene from 26 days and 2,300 miles ago, and once again, present to you and your national champion Florida State Seminoles the coach's trophy and winning the national championship for the 2013 season. Congratulations, Coach.
late arriving, but we remember and will never forget number 22 in your program. Kelvin Smith just got into town. He's here. Raise your hand, Kelvin. Go Noles. Big tackle of Trey Mason on that final play. Now, Seminole boosters, and those of you who buy tickets to see the Seminoles play on Saturdays, you are a big reason. You are the reason why we call ourselves national champions today. Remember, the ticket office is open right now just outside Gate C with 2014 season tickets available until sold out. We may sell them all out today, who knows? At this time, fans, we invite you to come down on the field at Bobby Bowden Field as we say thank you for supporting us all the way to Pasadena. To gain access to the field, south end zone only through the roll-up door. And we will continue. Who says Noles don't know how to celebrate? We do! Celebrate! Celebrate! Dance to the war chant. Thank you for coming, Go Noles!